All right, we're starting day 136. We are climbing the Moose today, the Moosilauke. There's a view of it up there. It's a stunningly gorgeous day. It is clear. It is a little chilly, so we're all robed up. We got some cold weather gear on, but I'm sure we're going to get warmed up. The first mile and a half is kind of like straight up. Not quite straight up, but it's scrambling, so we're going to warm up fast. But it's amazing. We're going to have an amazing view from the top, and it's clear, and the leaves are starting to turn a little bit here. And so my cohort's over here. There's Mr. Creek.
Creek's in the house.
And did we lose Tree Squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we understand. So we're going to take it on up the trail, and we're going to prove that the Medicare gang can make it up Moosilauke. So anyway, I'll see you on down the trail. The trail is just basically following this waterfall up. It is stunningly beautiful. It's just amazing. I don't know how far up you can see in the video, but it goes way on up there. We follow this. We're glad we're doing it on a dry day when the rocks are dry. Very glad, but it's kind of an interesting climb, but there's well-placed things for us to grab a hold of, and we're doing it. We're started up the trail to Mont Moosilauke. It's with both excitement and trepidation. Mont Moosilauke is known as one of the harder peaks in the Whites. I would say Moosilauke and Mount Washington are the two kind of revered and feared peaks. So we're excited to do it and be at the top. We're have a little trepidation about what's between here and there. Has a reputation of being a little gnarly. Sometimes gnarly is fun. Sometimes gnarly is scary. Fortunately, today is a dry day, and the rock should be drier, and so we're just going to take our time and ease our way up and over this thing. Our itinerary today, I think, is about 8/9 miles. The first 3.8 will be the kicker, and then the hiking down shouldn't be as hard, but if it holds true to form, it'll be rocky and steep in places. So this is the start of the Whites in New Hampshire, and everybody says the Whites are the hardest section on the trail, and yeah, so maybe you can hear the trepidation in my voice as I talk about it. I'm excited. I think once we get to the top, it's going to be exhilarating. So it's going to be such a cool thing. We had such good views from Smarts and Cube, and this is going to be on steroids. So keep taking you with me. Okay, we are partway up Moosilauke, partway, I emphasize, and look at this stunning view. I mean, it is just amazing, and it's just breathtaking. We have such a beautiful, clear day, and let me get down from the horizon a little bit so you can just get a view of this. Now I told you I'd give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I leaned my trekking poles up against a tree here, and when I went to take a picture, they plummeted over the edge here, so I'm going to have to scramble down over the edge of this to retrieve my trekking poles. What a bonehead move, but anyway, it's what we got, so wish me luck. We've been climbing now for about an hour and a half. We still have a ways to go to the top of Moosilauke, but the climbing has moderated a bit. Still rocky, but it's actually kind of a fun kind of climb because I find stepping up on rocks is easier sometimes than these just steep angles of dirt. that really stretch out your calves and your Achilles. That's really beautiful up here. So as far as mileage, we maybe come a mile and a half, about 2.3 to go. But it's all good. We figured 4 hours up, 4 hours down. It's an 8-hour hike. It's rugged. Creek was in touch with a through hiker friend of his, and they said that what we came up, they did northbound, and they said it was easily the hardest descent on the trail. And I would echo that. I would much rather come up this. Oh yes. And by the way, this segment of Huffing and Puffing is brought to you by Mont Moosilauke, granddaddy of them all. Maybe not quite granddaddy. I think the elevation we looked up last night is 4803 at the top. We are told that the top of the mountain is bald and you can see all around, which sounds really pretty amazing. So we're kind of having a good time. We're so glad we did this as a slack pack. So much easier to do this with maybe, I don't know, 10 pounds, 15. We got some cool, I have some cool weather clothes in here, so when we get up to the top, I can bundle up a little bit and enjoy the summit. And carrying some water, carrying snacks, and carrying a couple of other things like gloves, and just in case. But I don't think we're going to need them now, even though as you go up, it gets cooler. The sun is warming. I think it's calling for highs down below, kind of in close to 70-ish, so it should be 60 degrees up here, something like that, maybe more. So anyway, actually enjoying this hike. And yes sir, when we reach the top, baby, first of the big ones in the white, our shuttle driver told us that Moosilauke is one of the harder peaks in the whites. Mount Washington is also one, and Mount Lafayette is challenging as well. But as soon as we're going to start going hut to hut, which makes it really nice because then we know we're going to arrive at a place and be warm at night, have our food prepared, won't have to be filtering water, just a lot of things like that. So yeah, as we've taken sort of an easier route to this, but we really need to do that to stay on track. We're kind of at the tail end of things. There's a shuttle across the Kennebec River in Maine that ends September 30th in a canoe, and the closing of Mount Katahdin, and we're trying to beat that. So we're trying to give ourselves some grace. Today is what is it? September 8th, and we charted a plan the other night that would put us through the whites on the 18th in 10 days, and that's basically the majority of New Hampshire, or the hard part. And then we have some hard parts in Maine too to look forward to, but it's all good. Keep taking you with me. So update on the darn tracking poles. Went down over the edge and got them with a little help with my friends. They gave me a hand here and there, and they didn't fall that far. I don't know what I'm going to have to do, sew them to my shirt or something, so don't do that again. That was anyway, all's well that ends well.
You gotta put a tether on it like you did your little kid.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to have to put a leash on my poles. I leaned them up against a tree to take a photo, and then I leaned up against a tree and brushed them off over a cliff. So, not a cliff. Well, yeah, a cliff. 10 feet or so. And so anyway, exciting times. We just came out above tree line to climb the final pitch up here. They've got these rock cairns here to guide us, and we're going up to the high places today, to the high place. And yeah, even now we're starting to get views that are amazing. So this is the best of New England. Look at me with this. Look at that. Look at that. Got a little low cloud cover there, but got a lot of sun. It's gorgeous. We did it, Mont Moosilauke. 4802. Awesome. Awesome sauceum. And also I'm over 1,200 miles. So it's old farts rule. Others rule. We're here on the last pitch here. Not really a pitch, but the last walk up to the summit. In the distance you can see like a cross or something up there. And we have these stone cairns marked the way because obviously there are no trees. And wow, we have a 360 view. When we get up here, I'll show it to you. But totally different hiking. Hiking above tree line. It's probably the first time on the trail above tree line. And definitely a breeze up here, but it's not bad. It's really gorgeous. We have a beautiful day. The temperature up here on top is 50 degrees. So we left down below, it was like 63, now it's 50. There's some cloud cover. It'd be awesome if the sun come out, but our first big climb in the whites, and it just is glorious. It's just glorious. And see this little rope to the side as we walk. That's boundary line. I don't want you to walk on this alpine vegetation because it's very delicate, and even footsteps will kill it. Life clings here by a toenail, and so we're trying to be as gentle on the landscape as possible, but it is really, really beautiful up here. And we just scan out across here, and just scan out across. Those are the whites. That is, we're going through some of that territory. I can't tell you what, and we can see Franconia Ridge and the peaks, but I can't identify for you. But if I spin on around, you can just see what we got out to the west. I think it's the west. And we'll just see forever. It's just really amazing. Really amazing. Our shuttle driver told us this morning that this is one of the harder peaks, especially when you go down the way we came up. So we're enjoying the victory. So we made the summit up here, and we're ducked down behind. They built sort of these rock windbreaks, and boy, it really helps because it's kind of a chilly wind blowing. You can see now I bundled up a little bit. I'm starting to cool down from all the hiking up here, but it is just amazing. And I'm eating a bag full of beef jerky. Got to keep putting some calories in the hopper. The down, I'm sure, won't be as strenuous, but I'm sure it will. There will be hard parts. This is not going to be a walk in the park. It won't be just a nice, easy trail. I'm sure there's lots of rocks and roots. So we're halfway up. We made it up here by 11:30. I think we left the trailhead at 8:30, 8:15. So we made it in 3 hours, 3.8 miles, 3,800 feet of elevation gain approximately, or 36 or something. And it was pretty rough. You saw some of the pictures back there. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. It's been a great day so far. But it's a little chilly, so I'll keep taking you with me. And we're going down here off the peak, and we're just walking out across above tree line, and with these, it's amazing vistas out from us. It's just hard to describe, and even though you see it on camera, it isn't a tenth of what we're seeing. And it just stretches out forever. Phenomenal. Just so grateful to see this. Just so grateful. It's amazing. It was hard work getting up here, but so totally worth it. So totally worth it. I talked to a friend last night who had hiked the trail, and he said, when you get up to the top of a Moosilauke, you will know how great a God you serve. And totally agree. It's one of the most amazing sights. The only thing that would rival it would be some of the views I got when I was in Colorado and we hiked some of the 14ers. But this is just amazing. Everybody says that the whites in New Hampshire are kind of the prettiest stretch of the trail, either that or Maine. And so we are heading in to just amazing things. Hard work, but amazing. So it's much easier to do hard work for amazing than it is to do hard work for just ordinary, just the Long Green Tunnel. So you'll get a little feel of what we're walking through is just gorgeous, and pretty much unlike anything I've ever hiked in. I've seen photos and pictures, but just amazing. So I'm glad you're coming along with me. I hope you don't get tired of this, because I'm certainly not tired of it. I'm not tired. This is a feast for the eyes. We had a 4-mile climb. Now we got a 5-mile descent. You gain 3,800 feet. We're going to have to ditch 3,800 feet. And it's pretty steep and rocky. Not as bad as what we came up, but foot placement is really important, taking your time. So it'll probably take us 3-4 hours to get back down, just because we're going slow and trying to make sure that don't do anything stupid. We can tell by looking out that we still have a lot of elevation. So had a great time on top, and now we're trying to bring it home. But my guess is it's what time is it now? 1:21. My guess is we're going to be 4:30ish or something getting in, just because the down is difficult too. You have to go slow on your down. Don't get yourself in trouble. And I kind of look out here through the trees, and we can see how high we still are. So we got a ways to go, but we're taking her in. Keep changing our clothing here to get just the right temp. It's a little hard to do, but so I have got the hood up because it got a little chilly again. The breeze was blowing, and anyway, keep taking you with me. But so far it's been an amazing day, and we're just gonna take it slowly and make sure it ends that way. Now, completed the AT hike for today. Now we have a 3/10 mile walk back to the hostel. I can honestly see it up here. So we're just easing it in. It was a good day. It was a tiring day, but really beautiful views, and really neat to start the whites. Tomorrow it starts in earnest for us again, as we hike out with packs with like a day and a half's worth of food. So our packs will be heavier tomorrow as we hiking toward the Kinsman's. So we'll stay at a campsite, and then over at the Kinsman's, and then to another hostel, and then hike out again. Anyway, I don't need to belabor the point. It's good that it's getting to the end of the day. Okay, wrap up of day 136. There isn't a whole lot more to add. Came back here to the hostel, pretty pooped out. We made a run to the store to get a few last minute food items. A parfait for in the morning, and I had 2 ice cream sandwiches. I think I kind of bonked today because I didn't put enough food in, so I tanked up and ate some supper here. We're doing laundry. to head out in the morning. We head out at about 7 a.m. Headed off into the whites, and we'll keep taking you with us. It was a really good day. It's the crazy thing is we've been really asking the Lord for direction as we make plans, and these plans worked out perfect. This was a great introduction to the whites. It was challenging, but it was fun, and the view on top of Moosilauke was just so crazy beautiful that just totally made it worthwhile hiking above tree line, which we're going to be doing a lot of here in the next 8 to 10 days. So we planned, today is the 8th, and we plan to be through the whites on the 18th. So that'll be about 100 miles, and we're going to do it kind of a little bit at a time. The first part here, we're going to be doing some camping in a couple of spots, and then after that, we booked the huts through the whites just to take pressure off us logistically. It just seems like such a logistical trip sometimes. The logistics are harder sometimes than the hiking, to get food where you want it, and all that kind of stuff. So we are taking this show on the road tomorrow, and we expect to see more amazing views. Maybe not tomorrow, but the following day will be the Kinsmen, and they're two really, I think there'll be views from those peaks. Then we go down to the Notch, and then I think we really start our trek through the whites, and so we'll keep taking you with us. Our introduction today was just astounding. It was like I've seen people post these views before, and they don't have the impact that they do when you see them in person. And even the photos I have here won't do justice to the beauty of what we saw. It was just amazing. We were up high. We're going to continue to be up high. A lot of the peaks, most of the peaks in the whites that we are going to be over are going to be over 4,000 feet. Mount Washington is maybe a hair over 5,000 feet. So we're going to be walking with our heads in the clouds. We know for the next week the weather's going to be good. We're hoping that holds for another 3 days beyond that to make it all the way out. And then it won't be too long after that we'll be in Maine, which is incredibly hard to believe to be in Maine. But so all in all, it was a great hike, and having two good hiking companions, Creek, and we've added Tree Squirrel to the Medicare gang. That's what we call ourselves. And we've been able to laugh together, and it's been a lot of fun. So we'll keep taking you with me. One of these times I'd like to do kind of a interview with each of them so you get to know them a little better. But it's nice to have, we all hike kind of about the same pace and the same distance, and so there's kind of strength in numbers as we try to figure out these logistics things and get through the whites and get to Maine. And so we're helping each other get there, and it's an awesome thing. So that's it for Gray Sun for this day, on day 136, and we'll see you on down the trail.